So let's go over the rules for how to make a square, construct a square inside of a circle. So I want you to practice on a scrap piece of paper where you make a circle, any size. And I'm going to have you darken up that center point where I can kind of feel where my compass speared through the paper. Now take your ruler and we're just going to draw a diameter that goes from one side to the other, and I should feel my pencil point fall into that crack right there where that center point was of the circle. So I'm going to call this west, and I'm going to call this east for kind of trying to make a compass. The goal is that if you look at a compass, it also has north and south. And all four of those are equally spaced out around kind of a circle here. Now you can't just dot where you think north is and dot where you think south is. What we're going to do is we're going to go and make a bisector of this segment west to east. So I'm going to stretch my compass a little bit more than halfway, and I'm going to flip my compass around, keeping it exactly the same distance. And now I'm going to end up with my north and south pieces by construction. North, south. Those are just for your memory, just so it makes it easier for you. So now we have four equal spaced points around the circle. If we connect north to west, west to south, south to east, and north to east, we should end up with a square. It might look like a diamond, but if you think of it turned, it should look like a square that's perfectly centered inside of a circle with all its vertices touching the circle. So the next question is, how can you take that and make an octagon? So draw another circle, make it bigger, smaller, whatever you'd like. And we're going to do the same thing that we did before, which is darken up the center right where my compass speared through the paper. I'm going to do my west to east line. You can feel my pencil point when I drew this diameter going right into the center of the circle. I'm going to stretch my compass a little more than halfway, so I do have to make it a little bigger. So I'm going through all the steps to make a square. Except an octagon is 8 sides. So I got to think about how I can turn my compass with 4 equally spaced points around the circle into 8 equally spaced points around the circle. So by now, hopefully you're seeing that you can bisect something. So when you do this bisect of a segment, you do end up with a 90-degree angle here, a 90-degree angle here, a 90-degree angle here, and a 90-degree angle here. And what you maybe don't realize is if you did a bisector going right through the middle between north and east, it would be 45 degrees on each side. And when it crosses up here, we'll get another point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do the angle bisector method, where you draw a compass arc. Doesn't matter what size, but it's got to be within the angle that you're trying to cut in half. You want to use your compass to find equally spaced points from these 2 points where it hit the circle. One from here and one from here. And what happens is, if we draw this line, we could actually get the northeast point, and we could get the southwest point as well by doing that angle bisector. We also made 2 45-degree angles in here as well. So if I cut this angle in half as well, I cut this 90-degree angle in half, but mainly I'm making a mark here and here, which to me now I've got 8 points around this circle, and they're all the same distance away. So if I connect them all, it'll make an octagon, and even more special, a regular octagon, which means all the sides are the same length.